Kitties, hopefully we won't have some gunfire here. Here's Pandora. Hello there, Joe. Hello there, Pupper Cat. Hope you're both doing well. I know, kitties. We got some gunfire out there, don't we? Hello there, Easton. This live stream is about cats. Just showing off 9 cats that we live with. This channel is about saving cats' lives. If you're interested in that, let me know in the chat, and I can tell you more. You might hear some gunfire. We do kind of live out in the country, so on occasion there are people that do hunting. Joe, has anybody seen the cat animation? I have not. What is the cat animation, Joe? Hello there, Zelda. Hello there, Dolly. Dolly, unfortunately, I can't speak. I'm assuming maybe that's Japanese, Chinese. I'm just not sure what that is, but hello. I think we're still hunting, dove hunting seasons right now, so I think people are hunting doves, or they're just target practicing. It's quite annoying. Hello there, Bailey. I hope you're doing well. So these kitties will definitely come in and out. They will be out here more if the gunfire stops, but usually this is an all-day Saturday thing. Joe, you can definitely, yeah, you can post the link. Absolutely, Joe. Have at it. Oh, there, Vortigan. Greetings. Greetings from the city of Deneau. Where is that located at? If you happen to be new to this channel, if you love cats, please subscribe. We save cats on this channel. This channel's community and myself, we donate to local cat charities. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can either donate through a super, you can become a member, you can subscribe to the channel, you can watch the videos, you can go to my PayPal account, and every single penny made off of this channel goes to cats that are in need. Hello there. Is it your Iwan? Iwan? I'm just going to call you Miranda if that's okay, because I just can't pronounce that first name. We have cats that range anywhere from the kitty that you see right now. This is Zelda. Zelda is almost 20 years old. She is diabetic. And we have cats that are young as 3 and everything in between. Also, if anybody wants to, has any cat questions that they might need, or want any cat advice, go ahead and put it in chat. Gatos Naritos BMC, I appreciate you becoming a member. It's only $1 a month, and that every single cent of that dollar for your membership will go to feed cats and help cats that that might be suffering or that might need some help. I do appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. I will say just recently, the cat community here that I am slowly but surely building, we donated about $300 to help the local cats that were affected by Hurricane Helene and Milton in North America in the United States. And we probably will be donating close to another $200 in the end of November also. If you are new to the live stream and you want to say hello, feel free to. If you have cats, let me know. If you have any cat questions, let me know. These live streams go for about an hour or so, roughly. I showcase our cats here. We have 9 altogether. Most of our cats here are either rescue kitties or they were foster fails. My wife and I have done a ton of fostering through the years. We fostered up to probably about 50 kittens or so over the last few years. The cat right here, this one is Kit. She was an adult foster. She was abused and neglected before she came to us, and she was very shy, but now she loves the attention. Joe, to answer your question, the water fountains, do they need to be on? Yes, they do need to be on all day, Joe, so they can circulate the water. And really, Joe, anything that's ceramic is going to be a good one. I can show you, Joe, the ones that we're going to... I can show you in a second, Joe, the ones that we use. I don't really know if there's like a best or you know, or not, as far as that goes. Hello there, Phil Max. The environment that you want to be in, with the gunfire or with the cats? Because we have a little of both at the moment. I appreciate that, Miranda. I try to be kind. I don't feel like I just want to talk. You know, I feel like a lot of people, they talk about doing, you know, like good stuff and good deeds, but I actually want to put action behind my words and do something. Some of these cats would catch mice there. This one in particular, Kit, she has caught a squirrel before when she escaped to one of our screened-in porches. So she is, yeah, she's a good kitty. When she did escape the screened-in porch and she got a squirrel and she killed the squirrel, we had to actually test her for rabies because the squirrel can carry rabies, but thankfully she was negative as far as rabies go. That was a few years ago. No, I did not let her keep the squirrel. The kitty here who just came out, that's Tang. Tang is one of our younger cats. He is about 3 or 4. Tang came in, we were fostering a group of about 5, and we wound up adopting, foster failing him and his sister Tiny. Tiny you'll see a little later. These live streams last for about an hour or so. I do them 3 times a week for an hour. Easton, what are some cat advice? Well, Easton, have you ever had any cats before? I mean, if you're just getting one, cat advice, if you're just having one kitty, make sure that you have at least, obviously, you know, 1 scratching post. Make sure that you have plenty of toys. Make sure that you're okay if the kitty is going to scratch furniture potentially, stuff like that. If you have any other questions, though, please let me know. I mean, a little bit more particular. Food-wise, how old is the cat? Do you know, do you have like an age that you're looking for? A particular age of the cat that you are adopting? Elric, you had a bunch of kittens that were part bobcat. That's pretty cool. As long as they were, you know, I guess safe. Hello there, Elizabeth. I hope you're doing well. Happy Catterday to you. It is Elric, correct? It's just I like to always try to say people's names correctly if I can. Ooh, the male bobcat was about 30 pounds, and then his claws were like raptor talons. I can believe that. Easton, so the cat is 2, or you're getting 2? Can you clarify that for me if you don't mind? Because that can change the advice potentially. Hello there, Mary Bateson. How you doing? You also have 9 cats. Awesome. What are the kitties' names there? This one we're looking at right now, this white one here, is Pandora. Baby is the calico on the other end. Alec, yeah, I only had a kitten and knew nothing about neutering and spaying. Yes, that is crucial. Miranda, your cat can't even catch mice, he catches cockroaches. Well, that's an important thing to catch too. Eaton, so the cat is 2. Okay. So Eaton, again, get plenty of toys, plenty of scratching posts, a box or 2. Food-wise, it's probably good to get a combination of dry and wet food. I would get like stuff like Fancy Feast, Purina One, a little bit of a higher quality food. Yes, Pandora does have a nice coat. She's a good girl. Is it Pertona? Petrona? It depends on the cat. The cat you're looking at right now, this one, Pandora, she's not. She's 13. If I zoom over here, that particular kitty is also 13. Kit down here, she is about 9. The orange tabby over here is about 3. And we do have 9 cats altogether. They definitely love their little screened-in porch that we built for them about 2 years ago or so. Why do I not know your name? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't do well with names usually. Mary, you have Pookie, Eva, Bobsy, Tony, Brittany, Junior, Susie, Maggie, May, and Belmar. Alright. Are they rescue kitties? Most of them? Or are they siblings? Alec, yes. These kitties do love to bathe in the sun. This time of the year, though, obviously, I'm out in North Carolina, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. We still have some good sun, but the temperatures are starting to cool down a bit. Petrona, again, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that name correctly. We have 9 cats here altogether. During this live stream, you will see all 9 of them if you hang out with us for the whole hour. We do have some special needs kitties also. The one who just popped in is very special needs. That's Yoda. Yoda's a little lunatic, little tuxedo. Elric, you live in Stanley County. That's not too far from where we're at. We live kind of in the Raleigh area, North Carolina. So you're kind of a neighbor there. Have you lived in NC your whole life? Mary, you also have one doggy. What's the doggy's name? Again, just a little summary. If you are new to this channel or checking this out for the first time, my name is Adam, aka Catattainment. I do have 9 cats. I do have 30 some odd years of experience working with cats. I've worked in multiple animal hospitals. The biggest thing of this is just about educating, advocating, motivating, and inspiring people who maybe don't love cats. Also to try to build a community that helps cats in need. Yeah, I'm sorry there, Patrona. I'm sorry, I don't do well with names. Elric, you're back in New Jersey. Okay. Tang. Tang. Bye, Tang. Joe, no, Joe, I'm from Arizona originally, and my wife is from Illinois, the Chicago area. The Windy City. Hello there, Bruce. Hope you're doing well. Mary, your dog's name is Dodo, like the bird. Is he a dodo or she a dodo or her? Is Dodo a bird or Dodo a little bit special like the dodo bird? PA, I'm just going to call you PA. That's just going to be easier for me. I am 44 years old. I'm an old man. Hopefully you are old enough to be on YouTube. Bruce, you're feeling better today. Okay. Now, look, you haven't seen all the kitties yet. Like I said, during this hour-long live stream, I do show off all the cats, but I like to spend a good 20, 30 minutes or so outside first. Well, PA, you really shouldn't be on YouTube if you're only 8 years old, to be honest with you. I try to do what's best for people who subscribe here or who watch this, especially if they tell me they are young. Honestly, I think you probably shouldn't even be on YouTube at all. I think you're a little too young to be on this platform. Mary, your dog, she is a service dog. Okay. What kind of service dog is she, Mary, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if that's too personal. Miranda, your other cat died of the parvovirus. I'm sorry to hear that, Miranda. Hello there, Lavender. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Elizabeth, you wish you were young like I am. Well, I certainly will say, as you got older, you know, once I turned past 40, everything kind of went downhill after that. Mary, service dog for your PTSD. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope the doggy helps. I hope Dodo has been helpful as far as that goes. Hi, baby. Hello there, Raymond. Thanks for stopping by on this Catterday. I hope you are doing well. We're going to say hello here to the baby who's just popping on my lap. Does anybody also have a calico? Baby is a calico and she is a nutcase. Alec, what food do we feed them? So we feed them dry food, Purina, dry food, indoor formula. And then we also give them wet food. We give them a combination of Fancy Feast, Blue Buffalo, Purina, wet food also. That's a combination of what we feed them. Mary, you're going to be 57 in December, 6 days before Christmas. Okay, well, happy pre-birthday. Maybe if you subscribe to the channel, Mary, and hop on these live streams every so often, I'll be able to give you an actual birthday when the time comes, like a, truly birthday. PA, are you asking why you can't watch your YouTube? Because you're too young. I mean, but I can't prevent you from doing it, but it's just, to me, you're a little too young to be on this platform. Bye-bye, Miranda. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good weekend there. The little tuxedo who just came in, that's Max. PA, I'm not gonna like get into a discussion as to why. You're just too young. I mean, but you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna be your normal live stream person that just welcomes everybody and like, hey, you're 5 years old, great. You're gonna help my channel. I just don't do that. I have standards. I have ethics. You're not gonna see a lot of that on YouTube, unfortunately, but you will hear it from me though. I'm like not that desperate for views and for stuff like that. You got to have some honor in this world and some standards. Yes, Max did sneeze. Mary, your husband was in the army. Well, I appreciate his service, Mary, for whenever he served in the army. Joe, that's an interesting question. So, what age do you think should be? I think at least a teenager, Joe. At least a teenager, at the very least. But if somebody's watching with their parents, then I think that's perfectly fine. The reason I say that, Joe, is I know there's a lot of like questionable live streams that are out there that a person can watch. And YouTube doesn't do anything with like age related stuff. Like you have to be a certain age to watch something. And even if they did do that, a person could just lie and say they were born in like 1983 or something. So that's my thing. Like I said, Joe, I just feel like, if this is my live stream, I got to have like a certain set of ethics and a certain set of standards that are going on. I'm not, like, I gotta, like, I would feel bad if I didn't. I mean, my thing is I speak up obviously for cats, as most of you know, some of you know, but I also speak up for always trying to do the right thing. Mary, you have two cats that are mini black. Okay. Hey, Orangey, you coming back out, Mr. Tang? Hi, Tang. You're a good boy. Hey, buddy. This is Tang. He is 3. Elizabeth, am I familiar with the Oriental short hair cats? Elizabeth, do you mean like Siamese cats? If you mean Siamese cats, then yes, I'm very familiar with those, if that's what you're referring to. Mary Tang looks like Bobby. Must be another orange tuxedo. How old is Bobby? Five. Okay, okay. Nice. Has anybody ever heard of a disease, a kitty disease called hyperthyroidism in the chat? Tang. We're gonna be outside for about another 5 minutes or so. And then we're going to go inside and check on some of the inside kitties, and then our deaf kitty, Rosemary. Elizabeth, yes, they just have some very large ears. Okay, so Elizabeth, Siamese, they are very friendly. They are usually very intelligent. They can be playful. It's usually best to have at least 1 or 2 of them at a time, typically. because they can get a little lonely, so they usually do better in pairs. Typically a very healthy cat, very loyal. These are the main things I can think of at the moment, Elizabeth. Just let me know if you have any other particular questions. Hello there, Darlene. I hope you're doing well. Bruce, no, I do not have a new phone. I still have the same old phone. It's finally cool enough where I think it's not going to overheat, Bruce, because it's only about 70 degrees or so outside. So what I wanted to say about hyperthyroidism, it's a horrible disease, for those who do not know that what it does, you have a thyroid, right? Humans have a thyroid, cats have a thyroid, dogs have a thyroid, a lot of animals have thyroids. It's up in the neck area, and it controls hormones. And this little kitty cat right here, Miss Pandora, who I'm going to bring a little closer if she bites me, she had hyperthyroid disease. And what was happening to her, she was eating a lot of food, but she was losing weight. The reason being is because her thyroid was like overclocking her metabolism. So she was eating a lot, but her thyroid was doing this, was going really, really fast, and it was burning through the food that she was eating. So even though they eat a lot, or they eat more than a healthy cat that doesn't have a thyroid issue, because their metabolism is kind of overclocked, it's causing them to lose weight. So you can do a few things with this. You can either, one, try out a food that's supposed to help it. It's supposed to kind of slow down the metabolism. Two, you can get them on medication, which she was on, but it wasn't really working for her. Hello there, Marcelina. Hope you're doing well. Three, you can do them a surgery, give them a surgery. Hello there, Cam Cam. I hope you're doing well also. Mary, yes, we do have one called Rosemary. Four, you can give something called the I-131 treatment, and that's what we gave with Pandora. What it involves, it's an iodine shot that goes into the bloodstream, and it goes up to the thyroid, and it eradicates either the tumor that might be on the thyroid, or sometimes it eradicates a lot of the tumor itself, and it puts it back into a normal function. So that's what happened with Pandora here. Tranquil, I hope you're doing well on this Saturday/Catterday. Darlene, price-wise, and because I think I talked to you about this before, Darlene, on my other channel. I think you made a comment about Pandora. It's about $1,500 or so, at least in North Carolina. Now, it just depends on where you're at, like in the world, country-wise, and then if you're in the U.S. state-wise, it does vary from place to place. So it can definitely be a little expensive. The reason it was $1,500 for us was in North Carolina, they only have to be hospitalized for like 2 weeks or for 2 days, and that's it. And then they're safe enough, the radiation is safe enough where they can be at home still. But some states like New York, they have to be hospitalized for 2 weeks plus. So it just depends on the state. Mary used to live in NC. What part of NC? Marcelina, do you know how to make your cat drink more water? What kind of water bowls are you using, Marcelina? Do you just have normal basic water bowls where the water is just still? Just like a normal water bowl? Or do you have like a fountain? Darlene, food helps, but said to let him eat as much as he wants. Darlene, you got to be careful about that, because if you let the kitty eat anything, you can be causing more harm potentially, especially if you're giving them stuff like fish. Fish with the mercury and with the more iodine, fish is not a good thing for a thyroid cat. Okay, so Marcelina, a blue plastic one. My advice, Marcelina, whenever you can, if possible, is either A, get yourself a water fountain that circulates the water, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second, because I'm going to go back inside where our water fountains are in. Or two, you can add sometimes some kind of like a flavoring packet that you can buy on Amazon, and maybe that'll entice the kitty to drink more water. How long has that been going on, Marcelina? Hello there, SMT. How you doing, SMT? Been a little while. I hope you've been doing well. SMT, remind me, did you have a surgery of some sort, or like were in the hospital at one point in time, like in the last month, 6 weeks or so? Marcelina, it's been a week. Hmm. That's a long time, Marcelina. The kitty's probably dehydrated if they haven't been drinking any water for a week. I would highly recommend to probably take them to the vet because they might need some sub-Q fluids, Marcelina. Once a cat gets dehydrated, there's a lot of nasty stuff that can happen, like constipation, not being able to, pass a bowel movements, not being able to poop, and then you got a real big problem on your hands. Joe, can electric lights from a vet help? Yeah, they can. That's basically, Joe, what sub-Q fluids would be, in the saline, in the water that they have for sub-Q fluids. SMT, I've been good. I've been good. I hope you have. We've been slowly but building this little cat community, SMT. We've been donating, good chunks of money to various cat charities. So, yep. Marcelina, he drank some kitten milk today, but not a lot. How old is the kitty, Marcelina? Older kitty, younger kitty? 4 months, okay. Does the kitty seem healthy otherwise, Marcelina? Have you seen them like eat? You haven't really saw them pee because they're not drinking anything but poop. Have you noticed that? Darlene, are you asking, am I a doctor? SMT, you've gone through some nerve regeneration. That doesn't sound like fun, but I hope that you're doing better. Marcelina, everything else is going well. Okay, let me show you the water fountain that I'm talking about, Marcelina. Just give me a second. Mary, if you were on camera, you could show them one of the kitties. You could, Mary. Mary, do you have a channel yourself that you make content about your cats, potentially? Darlene, no, I'm not a doctor, but I have about 3 decades of experience of working with cats, working in multiple animal hospitals. So that's where that's where a lot of my knowledge comes from, and just living with these cats. Cats can tell us humans quite a bit if we would just listen to them. The problem is a lot of people don't listen, in general, but don't listen to their felines all that well. All right, come on, baby. All right, kitties, we got to go back inside. Marcelina, I'm going to show you that body, or not that body. I'm going to show you that water fountain, like a water fountain that I'm talking about. Come on, Time. Come on. Come on, Chevy. Get in there, Time. So, for example, we're just doing some cleaning here today, but this is a water fountain. This costs about $30 or so, give or take, on Amazon, maybe a little more than that. But the reason I like this better than your basic plastic is, one, plastic can cause issues. It can get dirty easily. You can get cats that have acne in their chin. It's just not good. So ceramic and the recirculating water tends to get cats to drink it more often, usually. Marcelina, I meant more than my cat did not drink for a day. Yeah. So something like that can be helpful, Marcelina. But like I said, if it's been a few days since the kitty has drank any water, you probably need to take them to the vet. SMT, you should dress up your cats. SMT, I don't believe in putting any kind of clothing on cats. I think it's kind of silly. I don't think cats have any interest in wearing clothing. And I don't really understand when people put clothing on their cats. Personally, the only exception to that, to me, there's like two exceptions. One, if the cat had like some kind of a surgery, and there's like a onesie, that can go on a cat after they had like a surgery that kind of helps their body heal. Actually, it's kind of cool. And then two, if it's a breed, like say a Sphinx cat, a hairless kitty cat, sometimes they can get a little colder because they don't have any hair, they don't have any fur on them. Besides those two exceptions, I'm not a fan really of dressing up cats or dogs with human clothing. I'm not really sure why people do that, but you know, that's to me where like, kind of advocating and just kind of educating folks. I mean, it might seem cute, but I doubt the cat or dog really cares for that to happen to them. I wouldn't. You want to check in here, Tang? Is there something in there? You want to hop in there? You gonna go check in there too, Yoda? Marcelina, I'm glad that the kitten drank a little bit today. Hopefully, maybe he'll continue to do that. But like I said, if it continues, I would recommend to probably get him checked out by a veterinarian because there could be something more serious going on. Still might need to get some sub Qs. Joe, Tang usually is a gentle kitty. I found that orange tabbies and I found that male cats in general tend to be more affectionate and tend to be more calm than females, at least our group. Yeah, Marcelina, you're going to see Rosemary in about 7 minutes or so. So if you either want to come back in 7 minutes or you can just hang out for 7 minutes. We'll get to Rosemary. Right now we got Tweedledee and Tweedledum just kind of doing their thing here with the cabinets. Hi, Yoda. Now, another thing I wanted to mention with water, as far as at least our cats go, we use water fountains, right? But we also buy them bottled water. So these cats are spoiled for sure. Joe, yes, the blue water fountain you can find on Amazon. Also, Joe, the one over here, the white one that Kit is drinking out of, you can also find on Amazon. And the ones that I'll show when I get up into Rosemary's room, those are also found on Amazon. These kind of bowls here, as you can see, they're kind of a bit of an angle. They kind of have an angle to them. They're kind of like a tilt bowl, it's called. And the reason we got those tilt bowls, get Yoda back in the focus there. Yoda, you're not focusing. Focus, Yoda, focus. There we go. Now you're focusing. Is because it helps cats not to regurgitate when they eat. Sometimes, I'm sure some of you might have some kitties that they eat their food very quickly, right? They just chow down their food. You put their food down and the bowl's gone in like 3 minutes. And sometimes when that happens, a cat's going to regurgitate their food because they ate so quickly. It's just going to be thrown right back up. So a bowl like that helps prevent, because the way it kind of positions their neck, it helps them, prevents them usually, not always, but usually from regurgitation. Joe, sometimes what helps with regurgitation, if you missed it, was like this bowl here. You see it's kind of like at an angle. Let me bring it up. Let me just... You see how this is like at an angle? So the cats, when they eat this, their neck gets into a certain position, reducing the chances of regurgitation the way it's at an angle. Joe, I want to say this. If you look at like it's something like a gosh, what was this called again? Like a non-tilt, like cat bowl, like non-tilt, ceramic cat bowl, something like that, like non-tilt. I think. I'm pretty sure. Hello there, Ray. Regurgitation is all part of the fun. Ray, that's for sure. That's true. Especially, when you're walking in the middle of the night and you're, oop, sorry, Tang, and you're you happen to walk by some puke or step on some puke for sure. Tranquil, that's your outside kitties, the drink outside with the mud hole, right? The inside ones have a water fountain and only a few of them like it. Well, that's the thing, Tranquil. I mean, it's not all cats, just what I found in general, or at least with these cats, most of them like the water fountain. How you been, Ray, anyways? How are things with you, Jess, with the kitties, with Darkness? Have you all recovered from both Helene and Milton? Or are you still having some things that you got to repair, or some stuff that you're still kind of waiting for, I guess, to get done fully? I'm assuming you have your power back on now. Yoda. Yoda. It's kind of funny. I think when a person watches my lives, they see all these cats, but they don't really ever hear any meowing. And I swear these cats do meow. But it seems like when I turn on the camera, they don't do certain things like they do when the camera's off. Hello there, Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well today. Now, Yoda's not camera shy, so Yoda kind of acts the fool when the camera's not on, and he acts foolish when the camera is on. You got your power back on Sunday? So how long were you without power, Ray? Like about a week or so? Oh, Joe, you're talking about getting that Infinity? Yeah, the Infinity scratch post there, over there in the corner, or on the other side over there. I would highly recommend one of those. I mean, those are really, really good. They last like a good 9 months or so, easily. So like once a year or so we buy one. Lost power on Wednesday, then you got it back on Sunday. Okay. Ray, is Darkness still doing well? Darlene, your kitty's never scratched on the Infinity Scratcher? Well, I mean, again, everybody's different, right? Everybody's kitties are different. I guess that just wasn't their thing. All right, so we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna go hang out with Rosemary here for the last about 15 minutes or so. Ray, good to hear that Ray Darkness is doing great. Let's make our way up these stairs. Ma. So Rosemary, as you can see, she's got 2 water fountains. She keeps on collecting things. Don't you? Hi, honey. Tranquil, you know I'm gonna mess up the name, but Savaya, their rescue kitty is gonna be spayed soon. Okay, well that's good. Y'all can definitely tell out there because of that tree. It is definitely fall time, isn't it? You got those beautiful colors out there on that tree out there. That's where Rosemary likes to do her spying. She's a nosy little kitty cat. She's the neighborhood HOA snitch. Tranquil, that makes sense. I mean, we're always nervous when any of these cats have to have any kind of surgery or have to go under with anesthesia because you just never know what can happen, obviously. Right? Especially when, you know, the older ones, like when Zelda had to have an ultrasound done, even though it was a light anesthesia because she's an excellent patient, it's still concerning. Or when Rosemary had to go under a full anesthesia when she had to get her teeth cleaned about a year ago. Just like knocking down a bottle, don't you? Yes, teeth that can be very, very pricey. You know, even if as a cat parent, you know, you take your kitties to the vet regular and you clean them, to clean their teeth and all that stuff, it can still be expensive. Is it Alfonsi, Joe? Is that how you say the name? Alfonsi? She only has 4 teeth left. That's how Kitten, one that passed away, it's how she was. Bruce, you have a big job on Sunday, Bruce? What's going on Sunday? Yeah, since I started back working at a school again about 3 months ago now, my wife tells me that Rosemary, because she comes up here and checks on Rosemary around 4 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and says that Rosemary's up here and she thinks she's looking for me, and she might because Rosemary definitely has like a an attachment with me. Oh, Bruce, my goodness, you're clipping Oreo's claws. Well, how does that go? I mean, nail clipping of cats can be either very simple, very easy, or a very almighty task, depending on the people and depending on the kitty, and sometimes depending on the clippers. Yeah, you'll probably be donating some tomato juice there, Bruce. Hello there, John SS. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday. I appreciate you stopping by for a little bit of time here. Hopefully life has been going well. You had a good week. We're just hanging out with Rosemary here, John. Joe, what kind of tree? Is that what you're asking? Joe, if you're asking me what kind of tree, in all honesty, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know too much about trees and flowers and things like that. So I don't know. All I know is it's pretty this time of the year. In another month or so, it'll all of its leaves will fall off and it'll be naked. But until then, I can enjoy the red leaves. Tranquil, you never trim your kitty's nails. Tranquil, we tend to not trim our cat's nails as much as we can. But occasionally, though, we need to cut their nails, though, for various reasons. Um, Either they're getting a little too thick, like Zelda being a diabetic kitty, sometimes she has a lot of overgrowth nail, like her nails overgrow and they become like fat, so we have to trim them back. Or sometimes, somebody like nailed somebody, they tagged some other kitty, like when Tang got nailed in the eye from one of the other cats. We trimmed a few of the usual suspects that he normally plays with because they might have they probably got, well, they did, they got their claw into his eye, so we trimmed them back a little bit. John, yeah, you just trim the little tips, helps them out. Oh yeah, for sure, John. Carpet, yeah. I mean, those can, they're like little scissors, sharp little scissors. So, I mean, believe me, I'm all for people cutting their cat's nails if that's something they want to do. No issue with that whatsoever. It's like when we trim our nails. Obviously, as you all know, and I think most of you, or hopefully all of you would agree, I'm obviously 100% against when people are wanting to declaw their cat's nails, or they think declawing is like, no issue. Like, it's a simple procedure. All you're doing is just cutting the nail. And it's like, people, if you only knew what you're doing when you declaw a cat, you're not just cutting their nail here, right? It's just not the nail. You're cutting this part. So if you were to get declawed as a human being, this is this is as much as they take off right here up to this point. And that's for every single of their fingers is that first joint if you're a cat. Joe, it is illegal in certain countries. I know in the United States, I think it's illegal now in 2 states, I want to say, and then in parts of other states. But the bulk of time, it is still a legal practice because, unfortunately, to be truthful, it's a moneymaker for veterinarians. People, they just don't make enough, they don't inform themselves enough. So when a person is talking to their vet about maybe declawing, I feel like the person is just trusting or listening to what their vet is telling them, and they're not doing the research themselves of the potential side effects that more than likely will happen, such as sometimes there's a lot of residual pain, nerve pain, that comes from chopping off this much of a body parts. There tends to be then litter box habits, because they're scratching, they're clawing the litter, right, and it's causing pain and discomfort. So then what do they start doing? They stop using the litter box. Then what happens? What's the next result? Well, then a person is saying I can't have this cat in my home anymore because they're not using the litter box anymore, but it comes back to them declawing their cats. So Ray, you had a kitty named Mr. Pokey, cute name, that had painful paws from the old crush pliers declawing. Yeah. I'm sure when they walked around, Ray, they were probably in pain all the time. They were probably walking around, not normally like a normal healthy cat would that's fully intact like that. And I know sometimes, people they go onto YouTube and all they want to do is just like, they just want to see cute cat videos and stuff like that. And obviously on my channel, I do have some cute cat videos, the bulk of them, but I also like to get spread the word out on certain topics too. I just don't feel like every other kitty channel that I usually see, not all, but too many of them. I mean, they just post the same stuff. I just want to be a little different and vary, vary my content a little bit into stuff that's a little bit different, a little bit more important. Ray, all the vets that declaw cats are abusers. I 100% with you there, Ray. Joe, what twisted mind ever thinks of this? I don't know. Bruce, you're gonna bring that question to your daughter? Okay. Raymond, they can also wind up with back issues as they get older because cats walk on their toes. Declawing alters that. Joe, with the other channel, there's nothing to do with the other channel. I mean, the other channel I know is a lot more. How can I put this? It deals with a lot more sensitive issues or a little bit more intense issues. So there's really nothing that you can do, Joe. Um, that channel, I'm slowly but surely just making videos. I need to make a video out this weekend, actually. It's been a while since I made a video on that channel, so there's nothing to do. I mean, watch the videos if you want to, of course, on that other channel, but beyond that, that's pretty much it. I don't expect that channel to ever like catch fire or anything like that because I feel like even though the topic is incredibly important, a lot of people either don't want to or they're unable to support that kind of channel. And I understand. I get it. I do. I'm not naive, but I just got to do what I feel is best and play a part in trying to change hearts and minds and really trying to get YouTube to stop sponsoring videos or putting up videos of this kind of nonsense only because I feel like they're putting up these videos of questionable content that's going against their own guidelines because it's making them money as a platform. And I got a real problem with YouTube making money off of cruelty and off of abuse and off of stuff like that. And nothing ever happens to these videos. People report them all the time, but yet they always remain on there. And I wonder why. It's like, why? It's like as a multi-billion dollar platform, don't you have to take some accountability and responsibility? It's like on one hand, you crush us creators or content creators. We do the smallest little thing supposedly that is against your community guidelines, but then those same community guidelines you like don't actually fulfill as the platform. It's like, what's up with that? And it's just not. And I'm gonna stop this rant here quickly, but it's just not cat content. It's just not stuff like that. It's all types of content. You see a lot of like sexual, questionable content on YouTube, like on shorts and stuff like that. And it's like, how is this allowed to make it on the platform, or how is it allowed to get monetized on this platform? It's like, really? are you out of your minds? But, then again, I'm not stupid. I know it makes them money. And as long as it makes them money, then I guess it just doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm gonna get off my soapbox here before I fall off of my soapbox with my bad knee. um, but I appreciate y'all being here, hanging with me for the little chunk of time here. Just kind of looking into our world here for the last hour or so. Always appreciate. It's always a sense of humility when anybody ever watches a live, a short, a video that I produce that I make. It really is humbling, because I know your time is so precious, and it's something that you can't get back. So I always just want to say that I appreciate people that watch, and hopefully you get maybe a laugh or you learn something from it, type of thing. So, anyways, y'all have a good rest of your night, good rest of your weekend. I'll see you all on Tuesday. So, Joe, Ray, Tranquil, Darlene, Raymond, Bruce, Icon, Joe, Marcelina, if you're still hanging with us, John SS, if you're still hanging with us. I think I said Bruce names already, but I'm not sure. I'm just kind of going back in chat here. Um, if anybody else is on here, I didn't say goodbye to them. Also, goodbye. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your Catterday/Saturday. I'll see you all, or some of you, on Tuesday, hopefully. Tranquil, I will obviously see you live later tonight at around 7 o'clock, I'm assuming. I'll keep an eye out for it. And you all take care. God bless. Remember to always speak up for those who cannot speak themselves, aka our friendly little kitty cats. And yeah, until then, say bye, Rosemary. That was her little goodbye to y'all. She's checking something out outside. She's doing her spying. She's like, "What is that red truck doing over there? I don't recognize that red truck." All right. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Take care, all.